The first step in submitting your ETD is to format it according to graduate board standards. From the ETD website, click on Formatting Requirements in the right-hand column. Here you can find formatting information written out and demonstrated in annotated examples. What follows is an overview of the library's formatting requirements, but be sure to follow any guidelines set by your school as well. Let's take a look at the title page. All text on your title page should be centered. You should not include running headers on this page. Your title should be written in all capital letters and can be single or double spaced. It should be more or less 1.5 inches from the top of the page. Approximately 1 inch down from the title, write the word by in lowercase on a line by itself. On the next line, single spaced, type your name. About 1.5 inches down from the byline, include your dissertation or thesis statement. The statement must be written exactly as it appears on the formatting requirements page. Here we have the dissertation statement, a dissertation submitted to Johns Hopkins University in conformity with the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. If your document is a master's thesis, it should read, a thesis submitted to Johns Hopkins University in conformity with the requirements for the degree of Master of Arts or Master of Sciences. Some schools have unique degree names that don't fall under Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Arts, or Master of Sciences. For example, you might graduate with a Doctor of Education degree from the School of Education, or a Master's of Science and Engineering degree from the School of Engineering. If this is the case, you should write your unique degree name for this statement, but keep in mind that this is not the norm for most degrees. About a ½ inch beneath your statement, type Baltimore, Maryland, regardless of your campus location. Don't abbreviate Maryland. On the next line, single-spaced again, type the month and year in this format. For example, October 2018. Remember, this is not your defense month or your graduation month, but the month you submit your document to the library for review. Don't include the day. And once again, the ETD submission deadline is 2 business days before your school's final approval deadline. A copyright notice is optional. Legally speaking, you automatically own the full copyright to your document, but you may choose to include a copyright notice to highlight this for readers. Your copyright notice should be 1 to 2 inches from the bottom of the page and include the copyright symbol, then the year, then your full name. On the next line, single-spaced, type all rights reserved. Finally, the page number on your title page should be suppressed, meaning not visible. Now let's take a look at the front matter. The first element is your abstract. Starting here, you should include lowercase Roman numeral page numbers centered at the bottom of the page. All of your front matter will use Roman numerals, and then you'll switch to Arabic numerals at the beginning of your main text. Note that the abstract should begin on page Roman numeral 2. Even though you didn't include a page number on your title page, it is still technically page Roman numeral 1. Your abstract should be double-spaced and no longer than 350 words. At the end of the abstract, include a list of readers and/or advisors. The rest of your front matter may be double-spaced or single-spaced at your discretion. Should you choose to include one, your preface, acknowledgments, quotes, or dedication page goes after the abstract but before the table of contents. If you include more than one of these optional pages, you can place them in any order, but make sure none of them share the same page. Your table of contents contains each page of your front matter, starting with the abstract. It includes all chapters of your main text, your bibliography, and your CV. As you can see, starting with the first page of your main text, you will switch to Arabic numerals and continue with them through the rest of your document. If your document has tables, figures, or plates, you must include a list of tables, a list of figures, and/or a list of plates in that order. These pages come after your table of contents, but are still considered front matter, as you can see by their lowercase Roman numerals. Here we have a document with both tables and figures. Both lists include the name of the tables or figures and the page numbers on which they appear. Again, don't combine any of these special pages. If you have both tables and figures, you must include a separate list of tables and list of figures. Finally, here's the first page of this document's main text. The main text must be double-spaced and page numbers restarted with Arabic numerals beginning with page 1. So long as you conform to our basic requirements, the formatting nuances of your main text should just conform to the standards of your field. Now for some final notes. After your main text, include your references, including any appendices and your bibliography. The final element should be a CV or biographical statement. Since your document will be publicly available online, you may want to edit out information like your birth year or home address, which is perfectly fine. Remember to continue with Arabic numerals in this section. Sans serif fonts are generally preferred for accessibility reasons. Examples include Arial, Calibri, and Helvetica. You must use the same font for all body text, but you can change the size of the font so long as your main body text is at least 10 point. Chapter and section headings, as well as captions for figures and tables, should remain consistently styled throughout the document. Margins should be 1 inch on all sides for digital-only documents. If you intend to have your document printed and bound, make sure your left binding side is 1.5 inches. We've already gone over most of the details of pagination, but note that there can be no completely blank pages in your document. If you want to include a blank page, you should include the phrase "intended to be blank" on that page. Footnotes or endnotes should conform to the standards of your field. Footnotes must be 2 times smaller than your main body text. That about wraps up the formatting requirements. In the next video, we'll be demonstrating how to export your document as a PDF file.